What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to...
Zhang.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those... So here we go. Should be a good one. Left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punching. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses with the straight left. Well done with that counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Punch, counter punch. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Zhang is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back in.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound. It's a tough fight.
And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Just misses with that left uppercut. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Just avoids the left uppercut. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skill, it's more about power.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just missing with the uppercut. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Lucky that hook didn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And the big bang just got banged. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan to... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating. I mean, he's such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one out. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. A straight right just misses. The winner of this surely will get a... Oh, wait a minute! And Douglas is dazed! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He threw a punch and just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Don't forget.
What you doing? You switched off completely. I need you to focus on what you do.
Good work. I don't want to load up.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If he's cheated, now we're going to find out.
That big hook doesn't land. Swing and a miss with that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Just missing with the right uppercut. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
You're much better. He's on your lead.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
There's a counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. Do you believe this? Good fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Straight right just misses. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Trying to land that jab. You don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won. Let's start the sixth. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
That's lights out right there.
Are you okay?
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot?